I am William Ola Poloc, the Bishop of Christ-Centered Churches, Philippines, and I'm writing at the request of Mr. David Clark. My testimony of conversion and call to preach is told in my booklet called From Darkness into His Marvellous Light. I first met David Clark in October 2001, who came on a Christian mission to the Philippines to preach the gospel to the inmates of New Bilibid Maximum Compound Prison. He was the director of a mission called Trojan Horse International. This mission is recorded in the book Trojan Warriors, Setting Captives Free by David Clark. In August 2002, upon my release from prison, I was commissioned and sent by David Clark, the director of the Trojan Horse mission, to preach the gospel to my own people in the city of Baguio, including Baguio City and Benguet provincial jails. I have worked in this capacity as a sent minister to preach and teach the gospel, not only to my own family, my own city, but also other jails and places throughout the Philippines. In October 2002, Mr. Clark accompanied me to Baguio City Jail, and he baptised 22 inmates who had believed the gospel. And in January 2003, he baptised 8 souls in Benguet provincial jail, who also had turned from crime to Christ. Since that date, I have worked, founding several churches throughout the Philippines, appointing pastors, over which I also confirm that their doctrinal foundation are as those set out in the Beaton Strict and Particular Baptist Church of 1831, of which Mr. David Clark is the sole remaining member and sent minister in 1982, as recorded in Let Christian Men Be Men and his book Beaton Strict and Particular Baptists. I founded the first Baguio Christ-Centered Church in 2003, which was registered with the Security Exchange Commission in the Philippines. And our articles of religion reflect those of the Beaton Strict and Particular Baptists as outlined in Mr. Clark's book, Converted on LSD Trip, published on the 11th of February 2001, and The Beaton Crisis, 1984, and Trojan Warriors, published in September 2002, and now in Let Christian Men Be Men, published 2022. I also confirm that David attended the 20th anniversary of Christ-Centered Churches in April 2022 and partook in the proceedings. Also, in addition to this gospel ministry, I am the founding director and chairman of the Prisoners for Christ Association, which is an association of ex-convicts that meet annually to celebrate the work of God in their conversion from crime to Christ, and that David was the guest speaker at our 9th anniversary in April 2022. I also confirm that Mr. Clark has worked from England in his capacity as the sole remaining member of the Beaton Strict and Particular Baptist Church, has supported our ministry financially these past 20 years, and has republished a range of theological books dedicated to our work here in the Philippines, all of which are doctrinally sound and are useful for those students enrolled in our theological institute. They are all monergistic, such as Dr. John Gill's body of Doctrinal and Practical Divinity and Louis Berkhof's Systematic Theology, along with other related theological books. I hope this letter of confirmation will serve the purpose for which it is intended, and I'm prepared to visit the UK to confirm this if it will help to testify personally to this work. Yours in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, William Ola Poloc.